Hello again everyone, Deflect here, Firm but Fair Gaming. Came to bring you a video because for the next 2 weeks we were going to have an event called the Feast of Prosperity. This event will roll, like I said, for 2 weeks from October 12th to I think November 2nd, if I know the date correctly, but somewhere in there. And you will be able to do quite a few events. Now, I'm going to show you what the feast is all about. So you'll pick up the quests, and they're almost in every fleet corner, like everything else. Every little end, you can check it out. Have a look for, they're called Festival Crier, and it will bring you to Nar Shaddaa. And the quickest way, just open your galaxy map, and you can just warp right there. Now, you are able to do this on low levels, and it is great XP on the lower levels as well, so it's definitely worth checking out. And if you're looking at leveling some characters and you just don't want to do some of the other activities, but you're working through the story or something like that, you can always head there and check it out. Now, unfortunately, you can't use your quick travel until you get close enough. So, oh, I was heading the wrong way. So, yeah, you'll have to get out to where the taxi is to actually quick travel. And you can either take the taxi or quick travel. It's up to you. Whatever saves you a couple seconds, but you will be heading into the inner part of Nar Shaddaa. Now, this is it's a pretty fun event. Like, there's a lot of neat activities, a lot of fun things to do. And it's just... it is just interesting because you could be a little robot, being a server waiter and other items like that. You can cook up, you can be a chef, and it's just something to do in the game that's a little different. I guess I went to the wrong taxi. I'm used to going to the Imperial one. Now you can see it's always at upper promenade. You can actually go to lower as well. It really doesn't matter, but I'll show you taking the taxi. You can always use, like I said, use your quick travel. If you want to do that, it is slightly quicker than taking the taxi over, but it's not that terribly long by any means. And it does give a great scenic view of the city, which is pretty neat. They put a lot of effort into their worlds, so a lot of effort into the planets, which is kind of cool to see because there is a lot of detail that goes into them. Now, it is on the top floor at the far left. Well, actually, it's kind of like across here, but you'll be able to see that very soon. And the events you can do, there are some weeklies, there are some dailies as usual with almost every event. You can scale them up, actually, make them tougher and tougher, which is a fun thing to do. But you're gonna have to go and talk to one of the huts.
Feeling any better now?
Oh, I walked right by the person I need to talk to. It's the other hut. So there you go. Benton entered some info into your codex, but you can see now I can grab the items here. So once you accept the mission, you'll be able to see a couple other ones up here. The Ingredient Acquisition Assistant. You can accept the mission. Then there'll be a couple terminals to the right you can also accept. And you can see there's easy and hard ones to do in both. So I'm just going to do the easy ones just to do it quickly and show you what they're about. Don't forget you can also select your weekly rewards. So your Cantina Rush, your dailies, your Kitchen Duty Daily, your feast, complete weekly missions, plus your world boss ingredients. So there'll be a lot of boss groups going on, world bosses, you'll see. So there are 2 locations. This is the quick shelf version, and you'll be able to go in here. Now, on the harder one, they don't highlight and point big arrows to it, so you'll have to kind of know what you're picking up and where you're going. For the most part, they stay in the same area, so you know the glowing shrooms will always be here, and then you just have to toss it in. So you get more glowing shrooms. Add more, toss it in. You can toss it from almost anywhere on the area, so it's not that bad. But on the harder one, it does go a lot quicker. Now, if you know where everything is, you know the tongues are always back here, and you can kind of. Some of the stuff is easy to recognize, some of it isn't. The vinegar's on the shelf. Add the vinegar. Take the dish and you either put it in the stove or the freezer. This one goes in the freezer. Wait for it and then you're done. Then you have to add your 3 ingredients at the end, and there are different achievements for adding different ingredients. So you can always look those up in the achievement section and see which ones you still need to do. But like I said, you can always add more. You can add the seasoning combo, the bean sauce, the comet dust, or the crushed black hole pepper. So you can add 1 of each, 3 of each. It's really up to you guys. But if you want the achievements, check them out. And I've completed that. So it doesn't take too long to do this one. The other one takes a little longer where you're the server, the little droid server. It does take, you know, mildly longer, I guess. It is a little longer to be the droid server, but it's pretty easy to be the server. So you have your 5 stations up top, and then you'll see people, they'll be looking for these items. So you'll get requests at each table. You just bring the item over. This is for a number 1. So you go over, click on it. If you want to get rid of anything, you can click by the waste bin, and then you'll see a number 5 over here. As you can see, the circles are getting different colors, and when they get to red, that's bad. So they start at blue, go to green, and when they get to red, not good, not good. It's an unhappy customer. Sometimes you double up, and they do push them out pretty quick, so it's not too bad. And if you if you steer on your way back, you can see kind of what they're after. I always do the closest one because it's easy, you have lots of time. Sometimes you will have to do the farther one because it will take, it will just be out of time by the time you get back and have to get over there. So pick from what you need and what you need to deliver. But the easiest way is to find out the color they are. Like this one's a red. I always do it that way. This one's a green triangle. So that is the easiest way I remember how to do it. And that way you can kind of just color code it. And if you wait long enough, you can do 4 at a time. If you like, the server will hold 4 at a time. It's up to you. I usually found 2 is usually I find the least waiting for me personally, because you're always moving then. But that's just personally the way I do it. And you do have to deliver, quite a few items before you do complete this one, so it does take longer. Now, it does suck when you have to go from one side to the other, but it is what it is. You're a server. You're a little droid server, so you just make your rounds and away you go. And, if once you get enough of them, you'll be finished. Now, it does take a little while, like I said, but just enjoy the kitchen rush. Oh, I got stuck on a chair. That does happen. That definitely does happen. Yeah, the worst ones are when they're at the back corners and they're at the front corners, so you gotta go all the way around. Now, I am using my other keyboard, so hopefully, well, I know you're not going to hear as much clicking, but this way, because I know my other keyboard is loud, but I will use this one to make it a little quieter anyway. Just as I was about to get the other 2, I'm done. So that's it doesn't take that amount of time, but it does gradually keep getting longer. And I've done the Cantina Rush, so I will go check out the rewards here for you and have a look at them. And that does have some nice items. There's a lot of decos, like there is a lot of feasts, which are pretty nice if you're into different decos for your strongholds. Tables, food, baskets, different baskets of all vegetables. You get different characters. I'm going to pick up a couple of these. I believe the Disguise Terminal, the Cantina Dasher, and the Ultimate Chef. They're pretty neat to have. Just place them in one of your places. The protectors look the same. You can get pets. You can also get some emotes. Feel the Groove. Overeat. The Toast. If you want to collect more rewards, they do have tacticals. So this one is for the cooking challenge, and they do have one for the droid. Now, there are some armor sets. This is my last favorite, I guess. It's not bad. It's not a bad set. It's alright. Not my favorite, not my least favorite. I do have the mount, just because I think it's hilarious to drive around with a bunch of food on the back. You can get your chef's hat, as well as, this is my favorite of the 2 armor sets. You can get your food launcher, and then you can also get a couple more pictures. Again, the tactical and your meditative station for when you're regenerating your health. Your overstuffed sack. You can get the droid server, and then a couple titles, and last but not least, the little feast SWTOR. So that's the event in a nutshell. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. Like, share, subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.